Hey, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Ivan here. Hope everybody is having a great day. It is Tuesday. Just got back from, excuse me, a weekend road trip for a continuing education event. Always good, always a busy time. And of course, when I got home, there was a box. And if somebody's going to leave me, send me a box, well, that means we got to do an unboxing. So, got a new clipper in the mail. Thank you very much to my friends at JRL. This is the new JRL 1090 clipper. And we're going to take it out of the box and we're going to learn a little bit about it. You guys know I like my friends at JRL. I've been a fan of the brand for a little while. I've been working with them here and there in a few ways from time to time. And enjoy their tools, enjoy some of the technology and some of the things going on with the product and with the brand. Little data and information sheet in the box with the clipper for me tells me an awful lot about the clipper. I probably don't need to open the box to tell you everything there is to know about the clipper. If they had simply sent me this sheet, I could just read you what's on the sheet, but we're going to go farther than that. We're going to get it out of the box and we're going to learn about it. You know the rules on the video as we go. Chat is open, ready, and available for anybody. Talk to me. Like the video, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel, comment on the video. You know how this game is played. We continue to play it. So, not going to go through the data on the sheet. I'll use this as a recap after I've told you what I tell you from the product itself. But as has been the case with JRL, the packaging is very, very informative. There's an incredible amount of data on here. Big picture of the product on the front, big picture of the product on the back. There's a call out chart of all of the general features for the tool right here on the front side. It is labeled with the company's headquarters in Florida. So this is kind of U.S. packaging, I'm going to guess. Predominantly, it's English and Spanish on the back of the packaging. There is a UPC code on the product, and there's a sticker over it. So that's probably a U.S. UPC code for domestic business here. We got a couple of patents, and they're calling them out right on the front of the box. And the big data right here, 4-hour charging, 7 hours of use, 7-hour runtime. That's a big number, and we'll be curious to see how that performs. But let's get the box open. Let's get in here and see what we got. Richard Johnson says, cool clipper. We're going to find out. Greetings from Lakeland, Florida. You're the man. Gonzo to Barber. Nice to see you here, my friend, as well. So once you figure out how to pull the tabs back and pull the tabs out and everything, it opens up to a vacuform display tray like that. We've got a product information booklet. Those are always good to have. And my first impression looking in the box is clean and simple, straightforward. They give you what you got going on. So let's look at the items in no particular order. There is a little clipper cleaning brush. And we'll get this out and show it to you. I'm not crazy sure why we do these anymore. I don't know of anybody that cleans their clipper with one of these for reals. Maybe the JRL educators on stage demoing what's in the box and things like that. But I think we all use a toothbrush or a larger clipper brush or something to clean our clipper, a little paintbrush. They like to throw these in. I know I've heard people say not JRL, but in general, manufacturers, they like to beef up the piece count. Hey, there's 26 things in the box. Well, that's one of them. Nice to have, nice little toy. I don't know if we're going to use it. As always, there's a little starter bottle of oil. These are great. And, if it serves as a reminder to people to oil the clipper, excellent. Why am I not getting the cap off here? Oh, because you just got to keep turning and turning and turning. No, that doesn't appear to be the case. I'm going to spill this on me if I crack it open somehow. Is it a push and twist and turn like a medicine bottle? Yeah, it's almost like a kid-proof medicine bottle or something there. Tiny little bottle. These are great for travel. As is the case with some of these, if you can pop the top off, you can refill that from a larger clipper oil bottle. And for folks that travel or transport or don't want to take a ton of liquid, keep it under the TSA limit, behavior like that, great little bottle of oil. But if nothing else, its presence in the box serves to remind a clipper cutter, hey, you got to oil this thing. And we'll touch on that in just a moment because there's a great feature I know about here. Charge cord. charge cord, a good length on that charge cord. It's a reasonable thickness. It's not a little dinky 2-strand, but it's not a big, heavy, bulky cord. Cord weight is important because if you're going to cut corded, 7 hours of runtime, I don't know how much corded cutting you're going to ever need to do. But if you're going to cut corded, you don't want that cord to be a beast. You also don't want it to be too short, so you got enough distance from the plug. And you don't want it to be too wimpy that it's going to wear or crack or break pretty easy. But I've been using JRL clippers. Maybe it's coming up on about 4 years now, feels like it. I've never had a cord problem. I've never had a bad cord. I've never had a cord go bad. So there's your cord. Interesting thing I noticed right away, looking underneath just to check, there is no charging base with this clipper. This clipper does not have a charging base. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what I think may be going on with that. But a lot of us have these in racks or stands or things like that. Not a lot of us use the clipper charging bases that come with a lot of tools. I will be curious. It doesn't look like this clipper will fit in the existing bases from some of the existing JRLs that I have and that I own and that I enjoy. But that's okay. Doesn't have a base. The cord will go directly into the bottom of the unit. Turn it around because it's a one-way, and there you go. It'll plug right in. It's got a nice, good, tight, snug fit. So that's your cord. Clipper itself was packed in a little protective sleeve, and here we go. It's got a nice, they call that piano black. The shiny black finish looks like a lacquered piano. Nice. It's got some texture molding on the sides of the head if you're a high gripper there on the clipper. It's got some soft touch inserts with texture on the sides of the unit itself. The 1000 has that in the center back. This has it at the sides, and it feels really nice. And it has what I'm guessing are the air vents at the bottom on the sides, and there's air intake on the back. That may be air output because you got air coming in through the top. I'm not sure how the air flows through that, but pretty straightforward and simple. You've got your blade adjust, and if you're familiar with JRL, the bar pushes up and it locks. And in order to move the blade back, you've got to depress the unlock button. We've got bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 positions, adjustable blade. I will call out or point out it is the same blade, unitary blade assembly that fits the 1000 and the 1040. So it charges by the cord, Robin, yes. Same blade on the 1000, same blade on the 1040. Got to tell you, these are good blades. I've never had a problem with a blade. I've never had a challenge with a blade. I've never seen a blade lose a tooth. I've never chipped a blade in all of my use of JRL clippers. And one of my JRLs is my primary clipper in my road kit at this point in time. So I'm behaving like I'm counting on it and relying on it. But these snap on and snap in very easily and cleanly. It's the bimetallic blade. Gold on the backside, the silver metal. I don't remember. They're steel and titanium or something. We'll probably find that out when we get into the data sheet in just a minute. But it's light. It's lean. It's narrow. It's small. It fits the hand well. It is a single speed clipper. Now, the 1000 and the 1040 from JRL are 5-speed tools. 1-speed 6500. I think that's a really great choice. It's an interesting choice. It's high. But JRL doesn't have blade heat, so you can be that fast. With my 5 speeds, I run the thing on 7,000 all the time. So I'm going to run this thing on 6,500 because that's the only place it runs. On-off button on top. Charge indicator lights along the bottom there. We'll learn about those a little bit again when we get to the data sheet. It is as quiet as you expect a JRL to be. It is as light as you expect a JRL to be. It's got good texture and feel to it. The ridging and the ribbing give you some tactile sense with that. It's narrow, and then the housing flares to accommodate the width of the blade. So depending on where you're choking up on the bat here, there's some real nice hand feel to it. So I'm going to be excited to get this thing into work later this week and put a few heads through it, or put it through a few heads. Guards, interestingly, JRL has had since the beginning these double guards. They use the side latch system where these guards are catching in the grooves or the notches on the sides of the blade head, and you snap them in like that. And 2 guards, if I can take that off and show you, 2 guards give you 4 lengths. You've got 3, 6, 9, and 12 millimeters, which are basically 1, 2, 3, 4, nominally for all practical purposes. You've got your adjustment on your blade lever, so you've got some nice cutting range there. Most people with the JRLs at the shows and at the events and online, and I offer them, are going to use the upgraded guards. They've got their universal set of guards, and they're color-coded. They're both color-coded, and they're side latch snap-on sets of guards. Their guards are not particularly expensive. Their guards are ABS and durable. Once again, I've never broken a guard, never lost a tooth on a guard, had very good luck with their guards. I think a lot of folks, these come with the unit, the double head guards. I don't think too many people in professional barbering are going to use those guards as their day-to-day serious guards, but they're in the box. And therein lies something that's clearly obvious from what's going on here to me. It's just my take. I've had no official conversation with the folks at JRL. It looks like this is an attempt on JRL's part to go after some new users and price point. And what I mean by that is, in one of the pieces of literature, it showed a show price of 90, or it showed a price of 90. I don't know that it was a show price. It showed a price of 90. That first struck me as a little high, only because the 1000 had been sold a great deal at 100, 100 and a quarter. But there's a little content backed out of this. It's only 1 speed instead of 5. Not a bad thing, just a thing. They're not giving you a full set of guards, but they didn't do that originally with the 1000 either. The guards are an upgrade. There is no charging base within the package. They're just giving you the cord for direct charging. Not a bad thing, but just a thing. They've saved the charging base, the cost. They've saved the space and the packaging of that. I mean, this box is nice and lean and small and tight and simple. Cutting a little bit of that content lets them cut the price. I'm going to guess, and this is not official from JRL, this is just Ivan talking, I'm going to guess they're going to be pretty price aggressive with these at shows. I'm going to guess that they're going to be going after lots of new blood in the lithium-ion cordless category for people that want to get rid of the weight, want to get rid of the cord, want to get into the JRL family. This is really a great place to start, I think. And we'll see how it cuts, but we know their motor, we know their blade. I can predict pretty much how this clipper is going to behave. So let's go to the data sheet and let's just look at what it says here. 4-hour charging, 7 hours of runtime. Self-sharpening, rust-free, long-lasting titanium blade stays cool. I mentioned those things. I've never really experienced blade heat. Titanium blade in that unitary assembly common to the other models. LED lights for battery status. We've got green, green, red for full, less than full, and we're done. Time to plug it in with a cord. And the bottom little one, the little thing there, looks like it's going to be yellow, is the oil light indicator. We talked about oil a little bit ago. JRL is the only clipper I know of that tells you when it needs to be oiled. Oil light indicator pops on, 2 drops of oil, and you are good to go and chugging along. Nice feature. The includes, the little diagram here, guide combs, brush, lubricant, and they call it a DAP charge cord. That's what's in the box. That's your unboxing there. Down on the bottom here, features, patented stay cool technology. As we've said, we've never found the blades to run hot. Self-sharpening, rust-free, long-lasting blade we talked about. LED indicators we talked about. Oil light indicator we talked about. Powerful motor, battery length, low noise, and turbo boost engine. Okay, this is a feature. They called it the burden feature on the 1040. Apparently it exists here on the 1090. 65 RPM, 6,500 RPM, and kicks into gear. Boost feature kicks into gear when working with coarse or dense hair. That's that little bit of extra oomph that gets you through thick, heavy, wet, and things like that. So there's a whole lot of great features packed into this thing. We're going to get a second video up later in the week after I've cut some hair with the new JRL 1090. I'm going to bring it to The show that I'm working this week, it'll be my demo clipper. It'll be my stage clipper. It'll be my my clipper to use at that show and event. And we'll be able to report back on what we think of it. Appreciate you guys tuning in tonight or today. Appreciate you watching this one. The new, let's just hold it up there, waving around again. Everybody can see what we're looking at. The new Fresh Fade 1090 from JRL. That's what's going on. That's what's in there. And we'll see what we think of it when we put it to the test. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share. You know what to do. Have a great day. Thanks, everybody.